Raymond acha na ni bre Abutrica niema owo ompese omusisi Abutrica wompese omutintim ne nsa edi Ghana ni ni kwo detention na yedi Abutrica kom no as say street boys and girls mo sorry na mo hu say and this ya ban a time because kwana of us them ni unlawful
JDM boys nismi kachiro say we a guy hey in Tampi sapa so be legalize in Tampi amasisi a boys no uko street ni so a boys no omunia je papa even black Rasta class say on the nikwa to hwama.
Hi, Mahama will go to heaven. If he doesn't, me, I won't understand. If on the day of judgment, heaven is full and only one person, one more space is allowed, and I'm standing with Mahama, I'll push him into heaven and jump into hell. Hallelujah.
Finally, ukai nanado time omu start ye but omu atimi awie do Mahama ba ye no osemi dem ye guy eyamia na me yi betty tax free ho eyamia na me yi 11 free ho me legalize we se na be ya enije beba street ni so ebusia sa so na Abronye DC was send message e dey am Raymond acha o si Raymond so why you wadwen se wo betiti Ghana for youth why you wadwen se wo de wani be si Ghana youth ho a and the ono Abronye DC or more last warning because any law enforcement be na uye but your time and odi ahye wakuma mu a udi ha adwen wo Ghana ase ebusia I go the news TV mediani Emmanuel mesre so be subscribe no like video no se na be ya say the fufuro ba usabeka ebusia let's go straight into the wagon ebusia ansa na yebeko jubilation ni so no ye ne quick one na yeko Abronye DC na kachi because ebusia ehu hia say send this message we ema Iyoko boss Raymond acha se na be ya Obeja Abutrica because ebusia nobody deserves to be in jail. Ebusia Abronye DC say Raymond acha why ye bia ye na den den ko den tipa no ha nipa sa wo Ghana ase ebusia eye wo kwa na wabe Iyoko boss ana na den oh who ha dwedu ebusia ni Abronye DC kan ye no hu hia se medwedwem emu da hopefe
ye nyina ye nim se December mo ho ye nua Abutrica ne bronya e wan hunu ye bronya na okodi afiase throughout Ebra asem koso medikan ba ha be ka kire mo se eye tan no mo de tan abrante na ye frɛ ne etan ne anibre ena nkrofo bi a ya appoint wo mo narcotic ayi deputy director general twimberima anibre abrante no niema owo Iyoko boss Raymond acha na anibre Abutrica niema owo eye anibre ebra o mo kwakwato no me magana fo adwena si bibi so na SSS street boys and girls mo sware wo Ghana ha se mo tena si din na se mo antia si krom ama manfo ahu se mo ni abra e kina beba mo so wo mo court no ka kire wo mo se FBI fo court no she FBI ni Iyoko ene attorney general se wo mo 2 weeks wo mo file charges ye kire se Abutrica face charges bi ewo United States of America saniema ni nyina no attorney general emefale ewo court na onhwe muntie ni ye ekwana ye fa so etan nipa that was the decision of the court and yes say wo mo fale saniema ni nyina on or before 19 January 2026 musi Abutrica wabunkrofo afa so ewo United States of America and FBI for abayire no enti mona mo sia say based on that mo kai sa mo bakaya san komodie me ka say wo mo kwachi Abutrica wo mreko na Iyoko narcotic control for any official charge from the FBI quarters edi free America wo mo kai sa asem na me kan wo fie ha because ne meka bia no minim ne meka ama me challenge Iyoko and narcotic control board say some more official charge sheet be a tresa Abutrica ya file charges atiano Roman scam for na mo kan ho asem ni nyina no mo mfa charge sheet no emekire Ghana for say based on this and I working on the extradition of Abutrica me challenge you mo ofia ebesi na mahu document bi mahu na single document a kire say Abutrica face charges our United States and based on that and I the extradition request abagana because you cannot issue extradition request for an accused person without a proper charge sheet. Ebin sida untimi issue extradition request. Wamrekwa won't file charge sheet enti anipano because it comes with some charges. Enti modi Abutrica ko America and sana makwa ko bonu kwa do anase sen. Ye pese hu because based on the extradition act no. Ye law na ye diti kroma no. Law no ye pefe but omon pese omo de be ye adwuma. Om pese omo sisi Abutrica. One pese omo chinchim nsa. Edi Ghana ni ni ko at 22 no ene na dama nimu. At 22 1960 extradition act no ene dama nimu. Enti extradition be ye adwuma enti se kwadu e kire se enipa no ya bono kwadu wo ho ena ya di extradition order ena esi nipa no wo Ghana enti o man Ghana moa na yemfa nipa no maye na yenni nasem e wo amanone yetimi bae ema yoko na quality control for ekochi Abutrica wo mreku a yemmo ne kwadu e wo America krobia so yenni official charge sheet. Se charge sheet ni na based on the charge sheet no and a court na grant extradition order. And one more ban so no woman ni extradition order biao a complain and ma yoko just a complain muntie ni yo one more ban kra no woman ni extradition order. It was just a complaint to Yoko and Narcotic Control Board. Just a complaint. A contrary or contravention to the extradition act. And so yetimi kokochino. E deni be shemu because ye benya sika di afri babinti. Ye na ye di information ne koye. Enti omo bra ye sika. Esese ye bibi e di abrante ne kone ye fa sika no. Ma bisa Ghana fo no binum so bisa say kwadu a ye di abo Abutrica e wo America a enam so Yoko ne Narcotic Control Board akwa akwache no mumma ya hu charge sheet no ebesi ne ye hu charge sheet no extradition request from America ebesi ne ebi meduru kroma just a complaint and omo de ba Yoko complaint keke enye extradition request impo just a complaint because extradition request no kra se munyia ye se nipa no ye bonu kwadu outside the jurisdiction of this country. But be a case in pending no. As I say, you come move application. Near the extradition order from Babia, you file case no. Near the order na bagana ha. At the Ababa Attorney General. Na Attorney General, the amade security agencies in the say. When a ma receive you, and Timon Shana Monye, Monko make arrest. Mon make arrest, I'm about be docket. No more ranging ni pano, our court. Na court to committee ni pano to police custody. After police custody no, evidence will be led. Yeah, yes, sir, evidence in then the judge will come to a conclusion, say, based on the evidence before him, say, you have to go and face the charges now, diabono, outside the jurisdiction of Ghana, near Doko. And now me no can say no. Sa process we nyina anya adwuma. E bra judge ne ka say mo me file charge ya. E kire say America court to be Abutrica kwadu no. Omantima mfa sa de na nko. Nti a kire ye ti say ye kwako discontinue case no. Attorney General ye so be discontinue ye ko so ntiase this and that. At the end of the day they were discharged. And yes, of course, in law ye discharge wa enye akweta, so you can be re-arrested. But who arresting in Pana based on what facts, any evidence now we arresting no. Intisisiano detention na yedi Abutrica come no. As I say, street boys and girls, mo sorry, na mo hun say, and this ya buying a time. Ese mo hu say omo time because kwana of us to them ni unlawful. Na lawyers no mo gu Yoko ho. And then Narcotic Control on the me say so man yen law crack and for so warm so a ye and guasia so mon nama bonting now a mon ferry said their lawyers a ye num guasia at the moment so mon nama bonting woman some ferry so mugu Yoko ho and then Narcotic Control Board calling themselves lawyers control lawyers wenum mo and yamani some wahanum I say legal advisors, legal directors. Namuti Yoko ho. Na basic law on extradition munim muntimin kayen tiasie and reason common sense. Muye tibon court of war. Na de mu court law school no monye interpretation. Se nyamuti na wa mu call mu titi Yoko ho ne na kop ho mu from ho lawyers no mu call law school no monye interpretation. And extradition act way less than 10 pages. Muntimin kind NTSC. Namo victimize you be legal extradition act no less than 10 pages. And so Muntimin kind NTSC. Namo harass you be abuse you be constitutional right. And Niama Mujina Soa, Otitia Fiasin, Ewafahi, Awurade Yesu, Wenum Gugu Kroma. 50
by 3 days ni, metimu say, Kaswa boys, Circle boys, any Accra boys, ebusian, omu jubilate was street ni so, na minti asiye. Iti mi wo na mi pa di bi frame mi say, na onim ne kwa na, na mi si da bi o jise o ka kire mi. Na o si, Don Domani Mahama o si, ono no yi levy free ho, ono ano yi betty tax free ho, ono anso no ede or legalize we. And I say, I know it's na boys ni aje no because see our street ni so ebusian boys ni aje papa because ya legalize the we. Ebusian JDMC Uber Africa has here Ghana has say ya we and a so powerful. Ya we pen se boys ni numa omutimi ti wo mukoto dwem. Ite ebusian abra jomama or legalize we no and a black rasta say boy ebusian or your one person na what fight say yan legalize we not even for the sake of smoking no but ebusian we know Nyama pawum, we ni idea utimi meditate, ma you don't have to fast before you see angels. You will see angels without fasting. Ebusian, internet, other internet side do we say, yeah, Abraham say you legalize. Ade itimi ma ube nyankopon. He? So far so good no. Nimpaibo adu nyamienim ama doma ama wabe legalize we.
Mahama legalizes marijuana finally. Change the marijuana to we. Mahama legalizes we finally. We is WWE. We. Depending on where you find yourself, you could call it we, or weed, or vare, or taba, or taba, or Congo taba, or bekwi. If you are in the Volta region, they might call you bekwi. My brother, my sister, for so long, we have been clamoring around our leaders to legalize this medicine. They labeled us as drug addicts. We told them, we are not looking at smoking. We are looking at how this will be beneficial to us industrially and medicinally. We want to use this in pharmacopoeia. Let's be the leaders of the game. We have the best marijuana in the world right here in Ghana. Go to Anyako. Go all the way to the Volta region. They have the best bekwi. Hey, then the bill went in there. Nana Addo Dankwa went in there. They talked about it. But he had a way of leaving office without really making it happen. I woke up early this morning after I had been hinted over and over from the corridors of power. Black Rasta, get ready to jubilate. Black Rasta, get ready to jubilate. And I didn't understand what it meant to say get ready to jubilate until early this morning when the headlines started screaming, NACOC to begin licensing for medicinal and industrial cannabis cultivation. Hallelujah. Oh. Now the Narcotics Control Commission, NACOC, will soon begin implementing Ghana's licensing regime for medicinal and industrial cannabis cultivation following Parliament's approval of the regulatory and cost framework. Dodo? Now in a press statement dated February 11, a few days after the birthday of Bob Marley, and signed by Francis Opoku Amwa, Acting Director of Public Affairs and International Relations, NACOC, announced that it will operationalize the licensing regime for controlled cultivation, processing, and use of cannabis with tetrahydrocannabinol, THC. Dodo, NACOC emphasized that licenses would only be granted to qualified entities that meet stringent requirements, including security protocols, product traceability systems, quality assurance standards, quality, and full compliance with applicable laws and regulations. Dash it away. Ntampe? Hey! Mahama will go to heaven. If he doesn't, me, I won't understand. Hey! If on the day of judgment, heaven is full, and only one person, one more space is allowed, and I'm standing with Mahama, I'll push him into heaven and jump into hell. Hallelujah. Listen, Mahama deployed soldiers from Ghana to Jamaica a few months back with a big package of cash for the victims of Hurricane Melina. And when they arrived, the soldiers started growing fresh and nice. Smooth, beautiful skin. Feeling good. They learned a lot about the Jamaican economy. Jamaica doesn't have our kind of gold. Jamaica has never seen cocoa. No, the gold imports never. They don't have our kind of diamonds. All they have is their music and tourism and ganja. My brother, the Jamaican economy is booming. They are making money from the ganja. We have the best ganja in the whole world, Ntampe, or Bekwi, or weed. We have the best, my brother, my sister. But the Jamaicans have gone ahead of us to promote their ganja. Listen, it is not the man who gets to the chief's palace first who wins the case. It is who has evidence. That's all Jamaica has. Tourism and ganja. We have it all. Now the soldiers have been saying good things about Jamaica. How ganja has been legalized in Jamaica. Hey, the psychiatric hospitals in Jamaica are beginning to be empty one after the other. They have come to realize that marijuana is not what is making the people crazy. What is making people crazy is wickedness. You go and take somebody's wife and kill the husband. You poison your brother so that you'll be able to inherit his wealth. That's what makes people crazy. I don't smoke. I've never smoked. But we demean marijuana when we start talking and limiting it to only smoking. Today when the message came, many messages came around. And the person everybody was talking about in Ghana is this non-smoking Rasta man. Because Black Rasta has become the icon of marijuana, Ntampe. I was hauled to the Parliament House because of Ntampe. I was dragged to the Parliament House because I was fighting to have something that I don't smoke, never smoked before, legalized. Today, it's been legalized. Don't you think they should send me back to the Parliament House? All of them, even though it might not be the same people who did it. You come and hold my right hand and say, Gafara Baba. Gafara Baba. Oi, Baba Gafara. Baba Gafara. Shagedam Boroba. Kai. What we saw sitting down, those with a long white beard couldn't. It's not about age. It's not always about age. My brother, my sister, they hauled me before the Parliament House. And everybody, the moment the government announced it today, look at the messages that came out. To John Dramani Mahama, hey, where have you been all this while? I thank the Almighty Father that He brought you again. And this time round, look at the action. Look at how the rule of law is working. Look at how the economy is hot. Look at how all Ghanaians are beginning to feel prouder. I'm choosing my words carefully. My brother, I'm more than just excited. And to the youth, it doesn't mean go out there and just pick up anything and start smoking. Learn and get to know about this. The Rasta man believes that marijuana is not to be toyed with. That's why in Jamaica, amongst the big Rastas, before they even smoke, that's those who even smoke, they bless the chalice. They don't smoke it in paper. They smoke it in chalice. And the chalice draws the smoke and the water before they blow it out to purify it. They see it as a certain form of meditation. But we think it's a pastime. Hey, Charlie. Hey, my high. No. When you do that, you go crazy. You be boredom. Because this is something that you are supposed to sit and calm down yourself and reason. If you are not ready to build an aeroplane engine, don't smoke. Don't smoke if you don't need it. Me, I've never smoked. You see the way I'm high. If I try to add this, I will be the most high. So I leave it there. But again, let's not limit the conversation to this mediocrity, to this mockery, this flimsiness, flippantness. Marijuana is bigger than just smoking.
Ebusia saa de we adwomama wa yi. Epenyufo ni bebre omuni age. Ahimfo, ministers, MPs, muni age, but mo ntimi beka wo street se muni age. Because ya musumu twifam, enya boys ne kwa na mo ye, musumu ye bi. Inti no, Jomama, yeda ase, Black Rasta say ade we awa ye nti. Ah, Jomama, where have you been? Where have you been? So, and Abronye this you see, Abutrica don't deserve to be in jail because Raymond Archer, ni brainty, and now di tre Abrante and Susa. Na abrofo no kra no omu ni reasonable way bia e kire say e wo say nchi Abutrica na ye ha ne see oh asemu ebusia aha Golden News TV mediani amano yakra.